And as always, that you see at the bottom of the screen, you can check out the Ultimate Browns hotline, 216-345-4443. Once again, 216-345-4433. Leave a message or a question on our voicemail machine. 30 people in here already. Hit the like button for your boy. But we don't got time to waste. Let's get to our number one topic of the day. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. This was an article that they had in I believe this was Yahoo or Monday Morning. No, it's Pro Football Talk on NBC Sports, and this goes over and it kind of shows you where the Bucs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are with their cap situation. Bucs take on $14 million in dead money as Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield's contracts void. So let's take a look at the article, just a snippet. Wide receiver Mike Evans and his quarterback Baker Mayfield may not be back with the Bucs in 2024, but they will be a part of their salary cap that actually counts towards that calculation either way, if they stay on their team or not. So the contracts of both players void on Monday, and the team will take on around $14.5 million in dead cap money as a result. That money was spread out multiple voidable years in order to lower the cap and hit in earlier seasons. So when Jason Lloyd talks about that penalty is coming up and that day is going to come up where you're just going to have to pay the piper, you're going to have to eat and swallow a large number of money. This is where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at currently right now. So it goes on to talk about safety Antoine Winfield's contract also voids Monday, and that he will leave another $1 million plus in dead cap space. Evans' contract is responsible for most of the dead cap, as he is nearly $12.2 million of money tied up in void years. If the Bucs had signed him to a new deal before the contract voided, they would have avoided more than $7 million in dead money, but Evans remains on track for free agency. That's where the Browns come in to play. The dead money will remain on the cap even if the players return to Tampa Bay for the 2024 season. Multiple reports indicate that the talks with Evans on a new deal will continue ahead of free agency, and the team can use the franchise tag on one of the players. Although the $28.4 million cost for using it on Evans may make things a long shot. So this is where it comes into play. Now you look at what the Cleveland Browns. And for me, as you see the thumbnail, this to me is the number one priority. So the number one priority is to get Mike Evans in here. We could talk about Mike Evans and he's older a little bit. We could talk about how you don't want to pay that kind of money to a receiver that looks to be over the age of 31. But let me tell you something. Mike Evans is a future Hall of Famer. Mike Evans has lots left in the tank. And Mike Evans mixed and combined with Amari Cooper gives you a transformer. See, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to build Zords. I'm looking to build stackable machines. I want Devastator, right? I want Voltron. I want stackable pieces in this situation so that we can unlock Amari Cooper. No longer can you just say, Amari Cooper, we're going to take you out of the game. Now you got Mike Evans, who's a guy that is a red zone target, a guy that's still got enough to get deep, a guy that can high point the football. And right now, if you're looking at it, Deshaun Watson, this is the first time Deshaun Watson has come out and just said, you know what? Give me a receiver. I know it might not be T. Higgins. I know it might not be a Devontae Adams or something. But when you put Mike Evans with Amari Cooper, Deshaun Watson ain't got nothing to talk about. He has no excuses. He's ready to play ball. And one of the themes that I'm going to continue to preach is that we got to stop always running around here talking about what we don't need. Because coming up here in a second, I'm going to show you exactly why I'm so adamant and how terrible the Cleveland Browns have been since the beginning of time and developing a receiver. And for those guys that out there that want to say this and they want to say that, let me get this. Where's this at? Here we go. Oh, G. Bush, is he washed? Does he have something left? Maybe we could get somebody younger. I like David Bell. Let me just go ahead and put that up there for you. This is Mike Evans last year. 79 receptions, 1,255 yards, and 13 touchdowns. That's, yes, 1-3. 13 touchdowns for one Mike Evans. So a lot of the times when we're talking about, and as we will continue to talk about which free agent receivers that we want to go and get and pursue, a lot of the times we hear the same talking points. Does he have anything left? Is the juice worth the squeeze? How much money we got to pay him? I'd rather develop. We ain't got no time for none of that this offseason. The Cleveland Browns have had their opportunity to develop Anthony Schwartz and David Bell. They've had opportunities to go out and get guys like Elijah Moore, who they told us was going to be the upgrade, or Goodwin, who didn't play all year. That's not his fault. But let's just keep it real. This production says nothing about sliding, and especially that 13 touchdowns, because it's all about getting in that end zone. So for me, Mike Evans hitting free agency should be the number one priority for the Cleveland Browns.